Alright, David Trungale here from tradertours.com/golf. What I thought I would do is play and analyze what I would consider three of the greatest golf swings on the PGA Tour since 2000. Now this video is clearly subjective, right? It's a matter of opinion. For instance, we're looking at Tiger Woods, and this is in 2004, maybe 03, and we all know he was more dominant in 2000. And in the late 90s, for instance, his club was across the line. With Butch Harmon, his right elbow was a little bit more behind him. So again, the focus here is all about mechanics, right? This is just technical stuff for the sake of learning. Now, if we look at this position at the top, to me, is pretty much perfect. That club face is dead square. Right? That right elbow is nice and in front of the body, not behind him. His hips have gone back. His head has gone down, so he's lowering. If we take note of the brim of his cap in transition, it's staying pretty nicely out over the ball as his head goes down even more. There's those hips. I mean, this is just brilliant. Really, really good stuff. Now, of course, when he was younger and more able like this, you can see, too, the tremendous amount of lower body rotation. Very, very open at impact. So it looks like he was playing a low fade here. And if you remember when he was struggling, such as, in years like 2016, the club was getting a bit stuck. Well, that was never the case in the early 2000s. So right here, it's above the right forearm, never below it. So he's not going to be battling hooks or any blocks to the right. All right, well, stick around here. We have two more to go, and the next two guys are probably not who you might expect, unless you've really watched all my videos. So let's take a look at our next item. All right, so here we're looking at Anthony Kim. Now this video is in no particular order. This actually might be my favorite swing of anybody. Film credit goes to San Francisco Golf Performance Center. Terry posts some really, really nice video clips. So the only thing in this video that you might perceive as a flaw is, he lifts the club up a little bit in the takeaway above the plane. Now, other than that, everything past P2 to me is absolute perfection. So, again, the head goes down, the hips are going back, and at the top, his arms are more connected than Tiger. Right elbow perfectly in line with the spine. And what I really love about this is the amazing amount of tilt that he's created. Super, super angular turn. And again, check out this angle here. The left knee. This is one of the most stable lower body positions I've ever seen. Just if you have the strength and the flexibility, this is amazing. I mean, you could pull up 1,000 different swings on tour and you're going to see people's left knee over here, out here. I mean, you really never see somebody be able to go back and stabilize their lower body this way. It's just so simple. Everything he's doing here. Head's going down again, right? It goes down even more in transition. The hips get deeper in transition. His head really hasn't backed up much at all. And then he finds the exact shaft plane when he strikes the ball that he did at address. Right foot nice and quiet, arcing around underneath the shoulders. I mean, this is just scary good. Unbelievable. All right, and last we're going to take a look at Trevorimmelmann, 2008 Masters champion. His career was cut a bit short due to injuries and some other factors. Somewhat akin to Anthony Kim, just not as dramatic. I know Kim really went off the grid somewhere around 2012. But anyways, here's Trevor. So check this action out. Again, film credit goes to Terry. Club head right in the hands, really neat takeaway. And just more of the same. You know, you look at this arm connection. So all three of these guys, we can see the correlation is very strong, right? With the arms, the club is on plane. The hips are staying back, right? As you can see, he's gotten a little bit deeper here. Once again, on the way down, his head goes lower. His head's not backing up. I mean, this is spectacular. So he doesn't create quite as much tilt as Tiger, and certainly not as much as Anthony from that particular clip. Now, a lot of these videos, though, they really do depend on the individual swing. Like, if you go back and watch Anthony Kim in '09, you're going to find that his shoulder turn was flatter, and at certain times his takeaway went a little bit to the inside underneath the plane. So, you know, it does depend on the individual year and even the day. So people, and the camera angles, right? So, anyway, again, with Immelmann, really solid. Notice even with a wedge here, this club head, it'll be subtle, but it's going to kick to the left just a little bit in transition. There it goes. So you'll never really see a good player. I shouldn't say never. Most of the time, it's very rare to see a good player have their club head kick to the right in transition. It's usually going to kick a hair to the left or just come right back on plane. Another pattern at P5, when the left arm is parallel coming down, check out the right elbow. It's lower than the left elbow. And then, once again, so there was the club head. It's hitting his hands on the way down, just like it was on the way back. So perfect. Lower body's pretty nicely open. Right foot is quiet. So just not quite as much power as a Tiger Woods, but very fundamentally sound. So both him and Anthony, don't forget, they hit 8 figures in career earnings. So there you have it.